Now, we will study about breadboard. So this is breadboard. For this, the function of the breadboard is to do the connections of any electric circuit on this. It means if you see this breadboard, you will find lot of holes here. These holes are these things you can use as junctions or nodes in the electric circuit. So this breadboard will provide the junctions or the nodes for any electric circuits. You can do all the connections here and you can do the experiment. So that is the function of your breadboard. If you look at this breadboard, you can broadly divide this into 4 parts. The above one is the first part, second part, third part and fourth part. If you observe all these 4 parts, the first one and the fourth one, these two have similar nature, means you can say similar shape. And the second one and third one, they have similar shapes. Now, I will explain you how these holes are connected inside this board on the board. Now, look at here. These are the 4 parts what I have shown you just now on the breadboard. The first one, second one, third one, fourth one. So there are holes like this. So if you see, observe clearly, the first part and the fourth part, they are same, and the second part and the third part, they are same. Now, how these holes are connected inside this board? How they are connected is, if you see the first part and the fourth part, there is a division here. Here also there is a division. Now, the first and fourth parts, the holes are connected row-wise, like this, 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 and here fourth part, like this, 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 this. So all the holes are connected row-wise in the first part and the fourth part. Whereas in case of your second part and third part, the holes are connected column-wise, like this. So all are connected like this. Now if you see this complete line will act as a junction or act as a node. So likewise, this complete line will act as a node. This complete line will act as a node. So likewise, if you count the number of lines like this, vertical lines and horizontal lines, if you count, you will get around 100 lines. It means you will get around 100 junctions or nodes. So this breadboard will give you the junctions and the nodes to do the connections on this board. Now I will take an example and I will show you how to do the connections on this breadboard. Let me take a circuit here. This is the circuit. So if you look at this circuit, now my objective is I will make the connections of this circuit on this breadboard. So before making the connections, what we have to do is, now we have to find the number of nodes in this circuit. If you look at this circuit, you have 3 nodes. First node, second node, third node. First node, second node, third node. Now, it means to do the connections of this circuit on the breadboard, you need only 3 junctions or you need only 3 nodes. So now what you will do is, now in this breadboard there are about 100 junctions. So you take any 3 junctions from this out of 100 junctions and choose 3 junctions and you do the connections of those junctions. Okay. So now before connecting this on this, I will just make some symbols on this. This is DC supply. In the lab you will get this DC supply from regulator power supply. RPS I have shown you. So you will get DC supply from RPS. So now assume that, let me draw the RPS here. This is RPS. So for this RPS, this terminal is plus and this terminal is minus. Okay. So now this is the first junction. Now for these resistors, let me take R1 at this, and this point I will make it as A, and this point I will make it as B. Next, for this R2, this terminal I will make it as C, this terminal I will make it as D. Next, for this, this terminal I will make it as E, this terminal I will make it as F. Now, see here how to connect this here. Let me take the first node. At the first node, you have a voltage source that is positive terminal, and you have resistor R1 that is A terminal, and you have resistor R2 that is C terminal. So these three terminals are connected to node number 1. Now on this breadboard, I will take any one node as node number 1. So let me take this horizontal line as node number 1. So if I take this as node number 1, let me see here at node number 1, let me write here, node 1, I have positive terminal, this positive terminal, and A and C. So at this node, I need to connect positive, I need to connect A, and I need to connect C. First, let me take this C here. Let me start from C here. So let me take this element as C, this one. So you connect C here. That is your resistor R2. So this terminal is C here, and this terminal is here. It is D. So I connect C at node number 1. Next, I need to connect A and I need to connect plus. Next, I will take this hole, this point as A, and this is the resistor here, and this point is B. Next, plus is left here. That plus which is coming from RPS, once again I will connect to this junction, to this pole. So what I did here, I have taken this horizontal line as the node number 1. So at node number 1 I have connected plus, and I have connected C, and I have connected A. That's your node number is over. Next, come to the node number 2. At node number 2, you have two terminals, D and E. So node 2, that is D comma E. So where is the D here? Okay, before connection, let me choose the second node. So out of all these 100 nodes, I will take this as the second node. This one as the second node. So for this second node, I have to connect two terminals. One is D, other is E. So if it starts here, this one is D here. So you connect D here. That's D is over. Now where is E? E is nothing but the terminal of your R3. So let me connect E here at this point. This point is E here. That is, this resistor is R3. Of course, this is R1. So this is E here, and the other end is nothing but it is F here. That's so at node number 2 you have D and E. I have connected D here and I have connected E here. Next, let me go to the node number 3. So at node number 3 I have 3 terminals, that is negative V F. You have 3 terminals, negative V F. So first let me choose a third node here. I have taken this as first node, this as second node, and I will take this as the third node. This as the third node. It's my choice, I can take this also third node or this also. Any one node out of all these nodes you can choose as a third node. So at this third node, you need to connect minus V F. First, where is this F here? F I will connect here at any one node. Let me connect this here. Then your F is over. Next, come to B here. This is B. Here is the B here, B terminal. You connect this B here. So B is over. Next, where is minus? Minus is nothing but that is coming from your RPS negative terminal. That is will come here. Now the circuit is over on this breadboard. So this way you will use the breadboard to do the connections of any electric circuit. Generally, if you see the breadboard here, the top row and this bottom row, or you can say the top holes and bottom holes, they are connected row wise, whereas in between these they are connected column wise. So in general, these row wise holes or row wise junctions you will use for power supplies. Whenever there is a power supply, generally you will use that node for row junctions, because in the same circuit sometimes you need more number of places where there is a need of power supply. So in that case you will use the horizontal lines.